Hey guys, Kudus Campbell here for thebuttonsmashers.com, and this is our review for Utawarerumono Mask of Truth. A few months ago I reviewed Utawarerumono Mask of Deception, and I stated that it was great, arguably a game without any flaws, thanks to its standout voice acting, dialogue scenes, and the writing that accompanied it. However, I did also state that it was not a game for everyone. This is because Utawarerumono Mask of Deception is fundamentally a visual novel first and a strategy RPG second. Whether that's good or bad depends on if you're comfortable with a lot of text before getting into any action, and the sequel Utawarerumono Mask of Truth is the same. Actually, scratch that. It requires more comfort with long dialogue-heavy cutscenes. In discussions with other members of our editorial team, I refer to it as a visual novel first, second, third, and a strategy RPG fourth. It's a game that requires a lot of patience and time. During the review process, I spent more of my time playing the PlayStation Vita version while capturing footage from the PlayStation 4. And on numerous occasions I just left the PlayStation 4 capturing dialogue scenes for the review while I did other things, with some of these scenes lasting more than an hour. That's an hour plus of just sitting and reading dialogue while listening to the captivating voice acting and sound effects.
それは友の思いは決して忘れぬ。なぜならこの扇がそれがしと共にあるのだから、それがしはこの鉄線と共に戦場を駆け抜ける所存。そうだろ。オシトル。オシトル様。
なるほどね。なんとなく合点がいった。もしかしてそれも同じ感じとかなのかい?
I personally liked it as it felt like I was watching anime on the telly, but I can tell that this particular aspect of the game is definitely going to scare away some potential players. So, the first thing you should be doing if you're considering buying this game is asking yourself if you are capable of sitting through the game's many long dialogue scenes. An easy way to evaluate that is to know if you like watching anime, then if you prefer Japanese dub over English, and last, how long do you spend watching anime in a single sitting? These questions should help you understand if this game is for you. You see, if you like watching anime with Japanese dub over a long period of time, then you, my friend, are going to like this game a lot. As for the plot, Utawarerumono Mask of Truth continues from where Utawarerumono Mask of Deception ended. In this sequel, civil war is on everyone's lips, now that a usurper has seized the Yamato's throne and is seeking to conquer all before him. The plot sees Kun leave the party after losing Haku as the politics and unrest threaten everything around them. In this entry, all the plotlines from the previous game are tied up nicely, and the journey to the end is deeply engrossing. The atmosphere created in this game is easily one of the best I've experienced to date. The music is magnificent, and so are the sound effects. And as any visual novel fan will know, audio is a primary factor for a great visual novel, and this game has it in spades. This exceptional audio extends to the characters, who are all extremely well voiced, and they each have a certain amount of depth that can effortlessly draw in the most passive or non-gamer, as this is probably one of the best games for viewing and streaming. Couple game night, anyone? Graphically, it's pretty much identical to Mask of Deception, which isn't a bad thing because that is a very pretty game. The character portraits using the dialogue cutscenes are all very high quality. I would have preferred to have their lips and eyes move, especially due to the length of the dialogue segments, but I'm not going to bump the game because of just how good the audio is. Oh, and I feel it should also be noted that the art style used in the visual novel segments lends itself well to the healthy amount of fanservice in this game. As for the battle segments, the game uses these adorable chibi-style models on grid-based maps. This is what I would consider to be standard in this particular genre, and the Mask of Truth does not deviate from this tradition. As you play, you'll battle in different locations that I found to be detailed enough to help set up the ideal atmosphere for the plot. The gameplay sections, though not the primary focus of the game, are still so well done that it got me thinking that this game could be split into two games that would still do pretty well on their own. Controls are very standard, with X to select an option, circle to cancel, the left joystick to select a spot on the grid, the right joystick to move the camera. This is very simple, right? Good. Just don't go rushing through your decisions though. There's a lot that can go wrong all from one rush decision. Battles are not timed, so take your time and strategize the best moves to ensure your opponent's demise. This is a game that requires patience and lots of thinking, similar to chess, to get the best results out of it. And here's the thing that for me personally, this is just magnificent. The game even has your standard information glossary that covers quite a lot of the game's lore and characters, which are must for games like these that bury the player in deep engrossing plot. It also has more battle options, including battling your team and replaying past battles for experience. Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth even has cross-save between the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 4, a feature that has been increasingly missing from many new games that are available for both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. The game even allows for players who played the previous game to import their save data before beginning. And yes, you're going to need to play the first game before playing this one, because this game is heavily story driven and knowing the story of the previous game increases the enjoyment of this one. So with all that I've had to say about this game, here's my final verdict. Utawarerumono Mask of Truth is a perfect sequel to Utawarerumono Mask of Deception. It continues the engrossing tale started in the first game, all the while improving on certain gameplay elements to build a setting that should captivate most, if not all, players that play it. Improvements like the enhanced battle mechanics that allow for certain characters to team up for devastating attacks. The game is arguably perfect, only if you're interested in reading hours of dialogue before even having to press a single button. If that sounds appealing to you, then make sure you get the previous game completed, then get this one. If not, then this is not the game for you. Thank you very much for watching our review of Utawarerumono Mask of Truth. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to leave us a like and let us know what you think about the game in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more content like this from us, make sure to subscribe to this channel.